Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans here with StampinWithDiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are following me through YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed just down below here, and then you'll get notified immediately as soon as I do go live. Or if you're joining me on my Facebook group or my Facebook page, welcome. Just remember, when you are joining through Facebook, that if you think that you saw a video from before, basically you probably have, but they have removed it because they only keep the videos live for 30 days. So welcome to my fun fold. I either do a fun or a fancy fold card or a 3D project. And today what I'm going to be doing is a corner fold card. This card, I was shown this card quite a few years ago, actually. Well, not yeah, quite a few years ago by my friend Linda Baldwin from Ohio. And we were on blogs together, blog hops together years and years and years ago. So consequently, yeah, she does amazing work and I just love what she does. So anyways, we are going to be doing a corner fold card. It shows off lots of great designer series paper, and we're going to be using something from a new one that we're at. I'm not seeing anybody on here, but that is fine. I can just carry on and we will go forward with that as we go. Awesome. Oh, I got lots of people on there now. So great. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Ina. Remember that this is part of a live. So if I am talking with different people and that sort of stuff, that's because it is live, and I do appreciate, I'm humbled by the number of people that actually do watch me. So anyways, let's jump on down to my desktop here. And honestly, I'm hoping that this works okay, because I did have a few issues with just doing practicing the fold a little bit, but honestly, it's a pretty cool card. All right, so we are using Impressions of Bloom. Now, Impressions of Bloom it's online exclusive. It is a suite. It comes with the bundle. Great bundle. It's got, oh, I don't know, it's got quite a few dies. Let's see if I can even see. There's 25 dies that come with this, and that you can get as finicky as you want with the dies or not. And then of course it has the stamp set that's there as well. The designer series paper has some beautiful flowers in it. I don't know why I'm drawn to this one, but I am to that one and to this one. And I'm not a green or a crushed curry person. I do like this strawberry slush in here, but we're going to play with one of these. Now, I would strongly suggest that you make a template with this, especially if you're using directional paper. I went and I did a template, and I'll show you this in a bit. And I had it was directional paper, and it was going the wrong way. So very important that we do this, and I will give you a tip on that as well. Hello, Debbie, and hello, Anne. Awesome. From New Zealand. Awesome. Okay, so we are also included in this suite, I believe, are these strawberries slush and pretty and pink gems. I'm not even sure what gems we're going to be using today. I know I'm using, this is the paper that I'm actually going to use today. And I kind of picked out the colors that popped out to me on this were the Fresh Freesia and the Blackberry Bliss. So that's where we're going to go. Ah, Felicia, I'm so glad you caught me live as well. Awesome. Okay, so let's get going on this particular card. I went through lots of designer series paper, so I'm telling you, when I say go through and make sure that you have made yourself a template, because if you don't, what happens is you will turn around and you will, if it's directional, it'll go the wrong way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to cut a 6 3/4 inch piece of designer series paper, 6 3/4 by, and I just have to look at my cheat sheet here, by 8 inches. Now the 6 3/4 inch, you want it, it's the directional part. So if line it up so that the direction is going the right way, and then do the 6 3/4 this way by the 8 inches there. Okay, very, very important. Ask me how I know. Okay, So then what you want to do is you want to come in with your bone fold or your scoring plate. And I want on the 6 3/4 inch side, we are going to go ahead and score off to the left. So I'm just going to turn it around. It's upside down now, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4 inches. And we're going to get this out of the way. And then we're going to just turn it, and then we're also going to score that at 2 3/4 inches. So I'm going to show you how that works. I want this on the outside. I want this fresh freesia on the inside. So it's on the left side, and then turn it on the left side on the inside part of it. Okay, so it's going to be 2 3/4 inches this way and 2 3/4 inches this way. So I'm coming in with my template, making sure I've got all that right. And that's what's really good by having a template. Now, then you're going to take a pencil, and you're going to take from that score line, you're going to mark it at 2 3/4 inches up at the top. Now, I'm going to show you an easier way of doing this. And then we're also going to measure from this score line at 2 3/4 inches. Now, if you want, what you can do is you can just fold this right over like this. And this is 2 3/4 inches. And you can mark it right there. Then fold this part down and mark it right at the 2 3/4 inches there. All right. Then what you're going to do is come back in with that trimmer. This card design allows you to see both sides of the pretty paper. So I always take the ones that I like the best from there. Now I'm going to come in with my score. Now remember, I use my Take Your Pick scorer. And I'm just, whoops, we're going to make sure that that's down in the track. Up at the 2 3/4 inch side, and down here with the 2 3/4 inch side. And we're just going to score down there. Now remember, this is Designer Series paper, so you want to be careful that you don't cut through with your scoring thing. Now see, that's going to come in like this. And we're just going to take our bone. I'm just going to actually leave this like this for a second. And we're going to come in, and we are going to fold in on both of these like this. So you're going to come down here. Now just let me double check here. So this is going to go here, and then this one goes here. How sad is that? This one's going to go down to here and fold up there. See how I did that? And then this one is going to go fold into there, right on that corner there, and fold back. So, see how that goes? When I did that corner, you want to bring those two corners in like so. And then this piece here is going to be the square part. All right. And again, I'm going to show that one more time just because. So if you fold that in, and then you fold that back to that score line, fold this to this side here, then you're going to fold, and it goes down like that. And then it looks like this on the inside. So now that I've got that all folded, I'm going to use my bone folder. And this is the corner fold. See how that works? All right, then this part in here, it measures the 4 by 5 1/4. So we have a piece that's going to go onto the back. And I decided to use fresh freesia again. I didn't want it, I guess what I could have done was I could have used white behind here. But I kind of like the fresh freesia. So this part here is going to go onto this part right there. So let's turn around and let's glue that. just like that. Now this is such pretty paper, and I know I'm covering up the real pretty part in the back, but the front is going to show. Now we could have done it the opposite way as well. All right, so just like that. And then I have a piece, because this is the inside here. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5, and this piece is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and that part is going to go right in there, and that's going to give us the inside part where we can turn around and decorate. All right, I am actually going to leave this part out, but I'm going to go ahead and put this part in there, because if I decorate that, I want it where it's decorated after and I put it in, right? Because if I make an error, at least this way I can fix it. Okay. So now we have a piece here that is, I'm hoping I got all my pieces here. This piece here is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. Let's see. Just let me double check. I wonder where that piece of cardstock went to. Story of my life. So it's going to go like this. What we're going to actually do is, there's a piece here. This piece is going to go onto the front here, and then this piece is going here. Now this piece here happens to be, this is, I'm just going to measure it. It's easier than going. This is going to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. And then this is going to be 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. But this piece is the part I'm going to actually decorate. So this piece is going to go right here. So all I want to do is I want to go and line that up in the middle. And then I want to glue this onto this piece here. So I'm just going to call it cheating. Because on this piece here, I want to put that glue down there, and I don't want it any extra on there. So this piece is going to go like this. Just like that. Set in the middle. Side to side. And then, see, when this opens up, it opens up like that. And this piece is going to go right here. Now, I do have a piece that is supposed to go right in this part right here. And I don't know where it went to. Oh, here we go. So this piece is, I know there's lots of measurements to this card. 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. And this is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And that is just going to go right up there, just like that. Lots of measurements, right? So I'm just going to put that in there right now, and then we can play with the decorations. With 25 dies, you have lots of different options. So this is just going to go like this. I know this is looking like an awful lot of fresh freesia in here. I could have done this part on the inside. So that is just going to go like that. I don't know what happened with that cardstock, but I think I got some bleach on it. So that just corners like that. This is going to go on here. And then the inside is going to go here. All right. So then let's go and let's decorate this front part. So I have to decide on this the stamp set. There's some really nice sentiments on here. I appreciate you. Thanks so very much. I need a birthday card. So I'm thinking, now, first of all, I went and I took the dies and I cut out a bunch of these dies. And I thought, oh, this would look kind of neat with, if I go here, this is in Garden Green, the leaves, and I've used some soft sea foam. And I thought maybe I could even get some more green on there. We'll see how that looks. I've gone ahead and cut these out now. I want to show you something interesting about these dies. On these dies, when you go to cut this out, what you do is you take this piece here and you lay it onto there and you run it through at the same time. And this tends to emboss it. And that's the same with this one and this small one. So what you're doing is you're getting some embossing looking in there. You know what? I know what that is. That's white craft ink. All right, so I did want to get a tiny bit of the Blackberry Bliss in there, and it might be too much, but I'm going to actually take some Blackberry Bliss, and I am going to take a sponge dauber. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to use one of these makeup brushes, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. I do not want a whole lot this on there, so I'm just going to come in and take a lot of that off, and I just want a tiny little bit around here, just like this. I'm going to cover that up. Now I have to decide what words I want. Like I say, I think a birthday would be better. And then I have these dots. And I'm going to go in with dimensionals. And I'm going to pop these up. And these are little dimensionals. Now, you also have the option on these dies, and I'm telling you, they can be hello, Patsy, and hello, Colleen. So these little parts in here, if you cut them out and you can emboss with them, they give you more texture to the inside of these circles. I have opted not to use those. I did use them once, and they kept moving on me. So I decided, no, I'll just leave them the way they are. So see, this has some ink on it. That's why that's white. All right. Let's go ahead and put some there. And another one here. There we go. Now, don't they kind of just, and then this is going to go like this on here, with those leaves kind of off to the side. This green kind of matches the greens that are there. Let's try that again. I might need one extra leaf in there and cut it off. Let's see. We're going to just place this to begin with and see how it looks. So we've got one here. Here and here. So it just shows a tiny bit behind it. But what we want to do is put the sentiment right there. Now, everyone knows that I love that Simply Said. And I can't help but use it. But there is, I think this one's too big. This Beautiful Butterflies is really good too. The Time to Celebrate, but it is a little big. See, it won't fit on there. So I will go and revert back to my Simply Said. And I'm going to just put the happy birthday on here. Will it fit? Barely. And I'm going to be I'm going to stamp this first, and the reason being is because it's Blackberry Bliss, and we know what Blackberry Bliss can do, right? So let's just stamp that. Put this right here. Like that. And I'm going to let that dry. And we could have put some different colors on there. I wasn't very imaginative, was I? We're going to kind of let that free flow there. I just thought it needed a bit different of a different green for some contrast. Excuse me. So tomorrow I will be live at 4:30 Pacific time doing my weekly technique. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to bring that down over here. We have enough room on the front so that we can put that on there. And you know, I am going to come in and let's see. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to glue the first one down. Like that. Hello, Dolores. And you're not a fan of pinks. Well, these are kind of purples. I never used to be a fan of purple, so how's that? Oh, you know what? I probably should have put that on with a dimensional. Okay, dimensional is when you put it on with glue and then put it on afterwards. Ugh. I gotta tell you something though. There is a technique, and I should show you this technique. If you go and you put glue on your embossing or your dimensional, you can sit and move it like you have that wiggle room. I'm going to actually put that off that way. I don't know why I like those up there. And then I'm going to sit and put this one on with this. Oops. See? Now I want to bring that down just a bit. I want to cover up this green. I'm going to go in and I'm going to snip that green off. I might just leave it. Let's get some of that green off. There we go. All right, so then this part is just going to go right here. You know, it kind of needs something else, doesn't it? I'll probably be okay once I put some gems on it. Let's go there. Let's go ahead and put that right there. It is kind of busy with the paper anyways. Now on that inside piece there, we can turn around and just stamp this. So let me just go in, bring this on the inside here. Get rid of that or else we're going to have that all over the place. Just going to come in and use this one. And I think we're going to be fresh freesia. If I use that Blackberry Bliss, we could have issues. Oh, this is that fresh freesia. I should have bought another one. It got contaminated, and by it being contaminated, I washed it off, and it was really, really hard to remove it. Okay, so there's this one. Let's see if I can get that on there. Ooh, I don't really want to do Blackberry Bliss, but I will, but I'll take it off a couple of times. Might be too much. Yeah, it was. There we go. That'll be okay on the inside. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys are close together. So I am assuming Lancaster is very close to Harrisburg. Okay, so that just goes there. Now, like that. This closes down like that. Now, I think it needs something else on the front, and I'm not sure what. I probably could put some more flowers on there. And it does need some gems. And I am thinking this might work. Right back. These antique pearls, I think, could work. And we could come in and color them. It's a funny card. All right. Oh, you know what? These Starburst gems will fit just fine. All right, so let's go and put some of these on there. And I'm going to put more. And watch this. So I know this is a bit much. No, that's not going to work. I just had a thought. One, two, three, four, and one more is 5. 2, 4, and 5. There we go. That kind of fixes that up a bit. All right, so there's our corner fold card. I hope you liked it. I really like the fact that, you know what, I got to take those marks off up there. And one's right here. But it does show off the beautiful paper, that's for sure. I guess we could have cut some of those flowers in there, but it folds really quite nice, you know, once you've got it. Just be very, very careful when you do go to score it. All right, so there's the corner fold card. This will be on a blog. It will be on one. I want to just try something here. I find those are a little too stark. No, can't do that either. Anyways, okay. Remember to do a template first. It's very important to do a template first. All right, if you like that, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. Ah, very nice. Well, I'm glad you like the color. I really am, Dolores. All right, you guys. Remember, I will be live tomorrow at 4:30 Pacific time, and that's with my technique. And also, if you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. And yay, the catalog goes live tomorrow. So if you do need something from that catalog, don't forget about your rewards. Also, there's an excellent join offer. There's so much happening on May the 6th. So I am excited about that. So if you do need anybody, remember to reach out and remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.